Hello, Leo. This is Bonnie from Soul Star Bliss with your October 2024 mini tarot reading. We're going to take a shuffle here in just a second, but I wanted to remind you we are going to do the 3-card love and money pull at the end. So please, if you can, stick around for that. So let's see here what is coming up for Leo for the month of October. Happy Halloween, everybody. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, Ace of Wands. Oh, it looks like there's going to be new beginnings. And with the Page of Pentacles, I heard that the same, I don't want to say mistakes, the same delays, that they're not going to be delays this time. It's like you know what you need to do, and it's going to happen. So here too it says, gosh, it's being in the right place, right time. You're going to be able to do travel that you haven't done before. Is that for everyone? Oh, I hope it is. But it probably isn't. So those of you that have said, oh, if I could only travel, oh, if I could only travel. Well, I think this is the time for you to make those plans. And you're not just making plans for one trip, it's for numerous trips, wherever they are. I don't know, they could be abroad, they could be across the street, they could be away for the weekend, something like that. So it just says, but I really feel like there's victory for you. There's so many things falling into place for a lot of you that you never thought were going to happen. Making agreements with oneself to move forward. It seems like that has. And you've made agreements with somebody else. It just seems like you're in the right place at the right time with the right person. I mean, if those of you that are with somebody, and those of you that are single, I think there's definite change coming along the way. But what's nice here is you've learned that you don't have to put up with everything. You can stand up and say, hey, wait a minute, how is this serving me? And then, you know, speak your voice up. There's stuff already in the works here. You have spirit help, ancestors, something like that are watching over you and are going to help you make decisions. But again, the standing up for yourself is a big deal. That feeling of being alone seems to have left a lot of you. Your intuition seems to be good. Wow, these are just really awesome cards. It says, don't let the darkness or sadness from the past really ruin the sunshine that's right before you. Is that for everybody? But I'm talking about, it feels like those of you that didn't have everything so perfect, or didn't, you went through a lot of darkness, and everybody does. Maybe you lost somebody you really care about, and that you'll deal with, the best you can, and that will never go away. You'll learn to live with it. But it says here, you have learned so many life lessons, like within the last couple of years. I got this for somebody else too. And it says, because of that, Wheel of Fortune is coming your way. It says, there is going to be gaiety in the midst of change, things going up, things going down. It just says, don't give your power away. I'm not saying you have to, stand fast and not bend. It just says that you've made it through a lot of tower moments with people or situations, and it's really time for you to fly in a way, in a good way. It says you're going to make some choices. You're thinking, oh, could I do that? And maybe I shouldn't. Pray about it or ask for guidance, because it says you're going to call on strength you didn't even realize you had. Is that for everybody? I hope so. It says alms dispense with justice here. That's what I'm hearing with that card today. That's like the 3rd or 4th time. So I feel like you're going to have enough finances to do those things you want to do. And it seems like money isn't so tight, or abundance isn't so tight. It's like getting that, okay, when money flows or love flows, when we hold either one really tight, it seems like they disappear. Travel, travel, travel. I keep getting that word for you. And it says that, abundance is yours. And you know that. And those of you that are having difficulty describing abundance to maybe your partner or someone in your family, show them. Just show them if you can. I don't even know what that means, but that message is for several of you. And I wish I could be more specific. Ace of Pentacles says something's going to be offered to you. Maybe you're thinking about going to work, or somebody close to you is thinking about going to work, which can be good or could be not so good. Maybe you're retired and getting called out of retirement, but do what is best for you. It says the choice is up to you. Let it be your choice. Don't be forced into something that you really aren't sure of. I feel like some of you are really going to get into the creative part of life. I keep hearing writing a book or doing speaking engagements. And if that's you, now is a good time for you to really pursue that. Even if you do it part-time, would be really good for you. Not only good for you spiritually, it would be good for you financially. And sometimes just having the courage or finding the way to get out there in a way tell people, start little. You know, you could grow this into a big or a small business as you want to, if that's what you want. If you don't want to work, and you don't have to, don't. It says excuses are gone now. It's time for you to do the life that you dreamed about. If that makes any sense to you. I'm excited for you. That sounds awesome. So let's pick this up, Leo, and see what's coming in the love and money area for you. Give me just a second here, or a minute here. A second here. Okay, here we go. Excuse me. Allergies are much better this month. Thank you. Okay, so let's do the love first. What is coming up for Leo for October 2024? Keep wanting to say 2020. Whoa, but I don't know what that means. Let's see, 2024 October love for Leo. What is coming up in that area? We have the Four of Wands. We have the King of Pentacles. Oh, and we have the Three of Swords. And I was told to pull another card, but let's read these first. Seems like, you know, in a relationship, if one person is, I don't want to say dictator, but rules everything, causes a lot of negativity. And I want to say animosity that's being held in by one. So you really need to speak up. Not that there's anything wrong with one person taking care of the finances or taking care of the travel or whatever it might be, household expenses. Sometimes just coming together and talking can change that. Here we go. We have the Nine of Pentacles, which means somebody in this relationship is feeling, if it is, you know, maybe you're not in a relationship anymore, but that feeling of being alone is definitely going to leave. If you are in a relationship, speak up on this, and if it's going to be a new relationship, pay attention to how things are, because it should be, it's never 50-50, 60-40, 30, you know, whatever. It just says be open to that, and you'll be surprised. You've waited, some of you waited a long time for love, and now that you have it, work with it. Do what's necessary. So let's do what's coming up in the financial department for Leo for October 2024. We have the Page of Cups. We have the, wow, I wanted to look and see if I heard anything, the Six of Cups. And then we have the Four of Cups. Okay, what I heard here is neither a lender or a borrower be. Think back to the past when you borrowed money to someone that never paid you back. If you're going to borrow money to someone today or now or coming up shortly, don't borrow it unless you can live with not getting it back. I'm not saying you're not going to, but as generous as you have been, it says you should learn, you need to learn the lesson of, okay, this here's messages. It says really trust. You know, there's one thing borrowing someone $20, but if you borrow them $1,000, $2,000, $20,000, whatever, it could get real serious. Whether it's a family member, good friend, whatever, get it wrote down on paper, and then there shouldn't be any issues. I don't know why I want to tell you that. Your finances seem to have had a big improvement in them. Kudos to you. And there's nothing wrong with borrowing, but it says to remember that person you borrowed to that never paid you back, never gave you an excuse, just didn't do it. And not that that should taint you, but it should make you realize a signed document, you know, of whatever, you owe me this much money and it has to be paid by that time, and you both sign it and have it notarized. Something like that will save you a lot of headaches. This is Bonnie from Soul Star Bliss, Leo. Thank you so much for dropping by, and I'll see you again next month.